You can't do anything right now without talking about Diddy. Diddy is today everywhere. Diddy denied bail after pleading not guilty to sex trafficking crimes. Racketeering charge. The judge ruled that there were no conditions that could ensure public safety due to the private nature of the alleged crimes, emphasizing the weight of the evidence against him. Diddy's legal team plans to appeal. His lawyer saying he is innocent. He's not afraid of the charges. We're going to stand by his side. Diddy offered a $50 million bond, surrendered passport, and proposed home detention, but the USDA deemed him a flight risk with a decades-long history of violence. The indictment alleged Diddy ran a criminal enterprise through his companies using firearms, threats of violence, coercion, and sexual abuse to control victims. Authorities seized freak-off supplies and weapons during raids, revealing disturbing details about Diddy's alleged abuse. They found, apparently they said, what did they find? The amount of stuff they found on the place, which was ridiculous.
100 bottles of baby oil.
50 Cent trolls Diddy and his 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil found in a federal raid. He took a shot at Diddy after his longtime rival was arrested on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. He says the In the Club rapper 49 posted a picture on Instagram from his appearance on the Drew Barrymore show and made a crack about $1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil that were seized by Homeland Security at Combs' home back in March. Here I am looking good company with the Drew Barrymore 50 Cent caption alongside a snap of himself on Drew Barrymore 49. So what do you think about all this stuff, Vinny?
Well, first of all, I mean, dude, it was only a matter of time. How much stuff do we have to see from the past? And I hate when Tom, what's it called? The statute of limitations, when the time...
It's like, statute of limitations on certain crimes. Yeah. Once it expires, you cannot be prosecuted.
We saw, besides all the dirty, freaky stuff that we heard, which whatever, he's a freak. We've heard about the rumors from the hip-hop world. But the video of him grabbing that girl, dragging her, beating the hell out of her, and nothing happened to him.
The hotel video.
The hotel video. Wow. So the sex rooms in his mansion.
Cassie, who was his longtime girlfriend.
Yeah, which if this video, how just seeing this, seeing that right there, that is Sean Combs doing this to a woman, and because what it was
not just a woman, Vinny, his girlfriend.
Okay, well, I mean, besides a relationship, that's a female. This doesn't put you in jail, so they protected him for as long as they could protect him for, right? But the sex rooms, PBD, that you were talking about, Miami, were filled. They had 6 sex toys, bondage gear, hidden cameras. Just like Epstein, lingerie. According to federal source, he said that as bad as Epstein, this federal source said. And one of the Department of Homeland Security agents who helped raid Diddy's Florida home claimed that the mogul had rooms that were clearly just dedicated, rooms, plural, for sex. And he said, so if you were in these sex parties, you were being recorded from every possible angle, including angles that you wouldn't even know about because they were hidden. And he said days long, they called them freak-offs, where he drugged up victims and they were allegedly forced to sleep with male prostitutes. I sent you this video. I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen these videos that are just surfacing from Diddy. This is Diddy of him at a party and what he does to his guests at his parties. Check this one out. Look what he does. Look at him, Adam. This is during the sun. The sun is out.
Ladies and gentlemen, for all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
Look. That guy is just...
It's so unfortunate. You gotta pull back, though, so they can see.
Like, you're proud of that?
That's crazy. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. Would you get a drink out his head? And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He's
putting people on blast.
DJs aren't supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them. I put him to sleep. Next day, right? Yeah. You put the drink on his head.
Just to let you guys know, just FYI, they're not just coming for Diddy, Pat. Okay, this is, you guys heard it, Feds and Homeland Security, okay? And the last time, the only thing I'm worried about, Tom, not worried, but I mean, it is what it is. He's in this prison, this jail. They're begging for him to come out. One of the reasons the judge won't let him come out is because he's dangerous. He'll have people go after these witnesses. And this is, I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be surprised if, God forbid, something happens to this guy while he's in prison. Because we've seen people that have these cameras set up in houses and high-profile people that have been recorded. They're panicking right now.
Well, I was looking at interest rates and doing a lot of things the last couple of days. So, no, really. I wasn't diving into the story and reading everything I could on it. But I saw a couple clips yesterday on the Breakfast Club. And the Breakfast Club were talking about this is just the beginning, that there's 2 other big names and like 7 other people that are going to come, that are going to also end up in front of the judge on this.
Yep.
And it's just, it's crazy. And if this is the way it was operating, then this is finally #MeToo coming to the music industry after it walked through the other side of the media industry, and Les Moonves and Harvey Weinstein and everybody had their moment. Now Diddy's going to have his moment, and apparently it's the biggest and most salacious moment of all.
And they're saying his Christina Koram, his Combs chief of staff, she's probably going to be one of the main witnesses in the probe, and she was a huge member of his team. And they're dubbing her online as the Ghislaine Maxwell, the right hand, dubbed as his gatekeeper. So I don't see him. The fact that the judge won't give him the $50 million bail to come out, it's not good.
It's Al Capone's accountant all over again, right? It's somebody close to the big guy.
Yeah. Speaking of Al Capone, I actually have a question for PBD because, there's 2 things that they said in this thing right here. They said he's denied bail after pleading not guilty to sex trafficking.
Yep.
And then the other thing was racketeering charges. We've seen what's going on with the sex trafficking of that. He's in jail. He's literally in jail right now. He's denied bail. Diddy's famous lines, take that. Yeah. I don't know what's going on in jail right now, but hopefully he's not
He's probably loving that, right, Deli?
We'll see what happens there. But the racketeering thing, you've interviewed Sammy the Bull and Michael Francis, and the list goes on and on and all. The whole RICO charges. The whole concept of racketeering is that you're in an illegitimate business, basically disguising as a real business, but it's actually fraudulent, bribery, extortion, fraud, money laundering, drug trafficking, embezzlement. What's the RICO? What's the racketeering in your opinion of what could potentially be going on with Diddy, just based on everyone you've interviewed?
Well, there's so many categories to it, right? You get to pick and choose. They get to pick and choose.
Sure.
The way they wrote this law allows them to go after people for different reasons. Okay, you pick and choose which one this is. He's in most of them.
Yeah,
he's in most of them. If you think about it, right, with the stories that's coming out. By the way, think about so Stephen A. Smith yesterday is doing a show with another guy that they have on, and the other guy says, "This isn't just about Diddy. Diddy's life is on the line right now, and people. It's just at any point anything could happen to him. Forget about the fact that he's got a lot of risk on the line. Think about him, the comparison with him and Epstein, right? Here's a story. Meet Sean Diddy Combs' manipulator-in-chief, who was once compared to Ghislaine Maxwell.
Did you see this story? Black Epstein.
Let me read this to you.
Please. Find that picture.
Christina Koram, chief of staff at Combs Enterprises and described as Diddy as his right hand, is alleged to be the manipulator-in-chief in federal investigation. As close source claims she knows everything about Combs' alleged sex trafficking activities. Although she's not been arrested or charged, the federal indictment accuses Combs of using high-ranking supervisors to facilitate and cover up the abuse, with Karam allegedly organizing freak-offs involving sex workers and raids on Diddy's mansions, seized narcotics with over 1,000 bottles. In a separate lawsuit, Little Rod, Karam is compared to Ghislaine Maxwell, to Sean Combs, Jeffrey Epstein, and accused of ordering sex workers for Combs. Little Rod also alleges she made staff carry drugs for Combs. Okay. At this point, everyone knows Diddy's done. This isn't about Diddy. This is about anybody and everybody that went to that house or the other one, LA or Miami, that did anything after having 3, 4, 5 drinks, and you went to a room and you don't know what happened. You don't know what's recorded. Those guys who went to those parties, they're all calling each other.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
They're all calling each other saying, oh, shit.
Dude, you were at that party, right? Yeah.
And you know what's going to, and by the way, all the people that are calling each other, then there is the last call. You know what the last call is? Who you're calling? Nobody. It's you and yourself. Ooh. You're calling yourself and you're saying, oh, man, it's just you and Diddy. And an imaginative conversation that you're having. Because you know Diddy's got the tape of what you did.
Oh, my goodness.
So imagine those politicians, the athletes. LeBron's partied there many times.
Oh, he's hung out with Barack Obama and everybody.
Exactly. Imagine those guys who are sitting there saying, hey, we have to get those tapes at all cost, ASAP. Then when they say, we have to get the tapes at all cost, here's the question. Who is we?
Yeah.
Who is we when you say we have to get the tapes? Who's we?
And what is the cost
We is who?
at all costs?
But hang on a second. Who is
Yeah.
we?
All the people, all the higher ups that
But
were
who is
involved.
we? Like
Whoever's
let's just
guilty
say
of doing
say all these Usher, all these people that have been to the freak off party. Do you have a clip of Usher at the freak off party, Rob, and what he says?
Well, here he is talking about living with
This
Diddy.
when he was a teen. Don't worry about this one.
Yeah.
But so all these people that went there, right? So, you know, when they say those people have the clip, say it's because this is typically how it'll happen. Let's say this is one of the faces of the NBA.
Okay.
You're one of the faces of Hollywood.
Okay.
He's an incredible political leader on the left or the right or whoever, right?
Okay.
That person's a famous lawyer. This person's a singer. That person's a pastor. Say they have those clips. Number one, let's just go through it. If they have those clips. Number two, then they say who talks on their behalf.
Yeah, the lawyers, their people.
If he's a celebrity, who talks on their behalf? Their agent, their lawyer.
Yeah.
So now who knows?
Agent, lawyer, publicist, all these people.
So now who owns you?
Oh my God, all of
Your
them.
agent lawyer.
Yeah.
The agent lawyer who say, we have to get these tapes. And they get on that call. Who are the we that gets the tapes? Who gets the tapes? It's not the agent and the lawyer who gets the tapes.
It's not the person.
Who gets the tapes? Who took this? Who went to this guy's house?
The feds.
The feds get the tapes. So now who knows? Agent,
Publicist,
manager, publicist, lawyer,
Fed.
Once those guys have it, for the rest of your life, your loyalty is to them.
That's
You're owned.
That's it.
You have two choices. Either the public, your kids, your family knowing, or you're doing whatever they tell you to do. There is no arguments. I don't know if I'm painting a picture clear enough for you to...
you painted it perfect because it's all like the levels of like you're cooked. You can't do. And now here's the thing: they have it. Even if the FBI has all these tapes, God knows. Because remember when the first time it happened, Tom, he got on the private. Well, he wasn't on the private jet. They filled that private jet and it flew somewhere else. Remember?
Yeah, to
it
the
landed
Bahamas
somewhere,
or
Turks and
something.
Caicos or wherever the hell it is. But going even deeper, Pat. Like now that he's in there. There's a possibility that he might talk. So like you said, there's a possibility that something's going to happen to him while he's locked up. Remember what happened with Epstein? The cameras didn't work. Security was lax. He hanged himself, whatever. And then that girl, the girl that hasn't been arrested, you think she's feeling safe right now? His gatekeeper, Karam, what's her name? Christina Karam. She has to watch herself too. Because I'm guaranteeing they're talking to her. They're going to say, you won't go to jail if you tell us everything.
Well, I want to know what the second and third arrest is because racketeering requires it is an organization and a pattern. That's what's in RICO. That's why you get the mob. Multiple people selling drugs over and over again, importing illegal alcohol without tax stamps, which is big in South Florida even to this day.
That's why they call it
the rum.
organized crime.
Correct. So it's like, so the question is, who else is going to be arrested? Because if he's being charged with racketeering, who else is in the racket? There's at least one other person. So it's at least two, and it's a pattern.
Well,
And
just look at the Epstein example. It was him and Ghislaine Maxwell. It could have just been Diddy and this Christina Koram, chief of staff of Freak-a-Leak Enterprises out here.
And everybody else, let's say there was 5 in Epstein. Let's say there was 5. Those other 3 are informants now, and they're not charged, and we won't know their names.
Well, Pat, you remember what we learned about, what was it? His last name was Black, Leon Black?
Yeah, Leon Black.
Why did he pay hundreds of millions of dollars of fees?
Estate planning.
Right, when you should have paid $10 million maybe?
So by the way,
he had something on
by
him,
the way,
potentially.
This is why he walks around as if he owns everybody. You ever seen the movie with Sean Penn? Who is he playing? He's playing that criminal in L.A. where he's at the top of that one building. Who's he playing, Rob? You know what the movie is. Sean Penn, the freaking sick
Not Benny
movie.
Blanco from the
Not
Bronx.
Benny Blanco. No, Sean Penn. He was a lawyer in that Benny Blanco. Sean Penn plays the criminal. He was a crime boss. He moved from Chicago to... Guys, you know this movie. Not Mystic River. What is the movie that
Gangster Squad?
Gangster Squad, okay? So Gangster Squad, let me see. Gangster Squad. Do you remember how Gangster Squad ends?
No, I don't remember this.
Have you guys ever seen this movie? Vinny?
No.
You
Who's in
told,
it?
I think you might have told me to watch it.
Don't show. No, we can't show this stuff. No, pause it. No, meaning like, Rob, we can't show it to the audience.
They didn't show.
So Gangster Squad is the story of Mickey Cohen. Mickey Cohen was a boss and a half.
Oh, really?
But Mickey Cohen owned all the judges, all the cops, everybody, until one flippin' annoying cop he could no longer buy. There was this one cop that is like, dude, I can't effing buy this cop. This effing cop is starting to piss me the F off, right? You know what happens when he eventually gets with this cop? He realized you can buy everybody except for this guy. That guy puts a team together to go take this guy down and eventually take him down. This movie depicts how I believe Diddy feels. He feels like the untouchable. I guarantee you if I have a one-on-one conversation with Diddy with no camera on and we're just there sitting there talking, no phones, no camera, no mics, nothing. And he was comfortable loose late at night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning at his peak, he would brag about how much of an untouchable he is because everybody fears him. That's what this guy felt he was. That's a man that doesn't fear God. That's a man who wants to be God. And when you flirt with wanting to be God, let me tell you, there's only one thing around the corner for you. A massive fall.
Yep.
A massive fall. One time I put something on my affirmations, which was one of the best affirmations I ever put. Stop trying to be God. That job is already taken. Stop trying to be God. Because it was like, what if we do this? And what if we do that? And we can do this. And no, you can't. There's 90%. You don't have control of a lot of things that's going to happen with life. This guy wanted to play God. And he's not paying a price for it. You do not ever flirt with this.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing in life to flirt with. And you're getting destroyed for it. And a lot of people are going to pay a price. For the last 9 months, we built this news site, hired 15 machine learning guys. If you haven't yet subscribed, there's 3 tiers. Freemium, $4.99, $19.99. $19.99 gives you the whole thing. Lopsided timelines. You can find out AI questions, unlimited questions. It costs us a lot of money the more questions you ask. But this is not just like any question you want to ask. You can go on there and type in like here. Go to the first one right there. What does it say? What are the top 5 events today? Let's type that and go to it, Rob. Let's see what it comes up. It answers the questions for you with our AI. It's got the lopsided stories. Here we go. So based on the recent news articles, here, United States ranks amongst the lowest developed nations overall healthcare performance despite spending the most on healthcare. Nevada Secretary of State Cisco Aguilar is focused on election integrity and workers' protection, including passing a bill. This is just right now, like what people are thinking about right now, the last hour. Over 20 women have been accused of the late billionaire Mohammed Al-Fayed of sexual assault, including 5 claims of rape, as revealed in a BBC documentary. Anduril Industries has partnered with Microsoft to enhance the U.S. Army's integral visual augmentation system, integrating its latest software to improve. Cool. Various organizations are working to protect voting rights and enhance civic engagements as 2024 engagements are coming around the corner. There's so many different elements to VTnews.ai. This is going to be the aggregator many will be using moving forward. I want to encourage you, go to VTnews.ai. Rob, put the link below in the chat section, comment section. Go test it out for yourself.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.